YouTube ads tutorial. Hi, my name is John Armstrong and I have nothing to sell you inside this video. Inside this video, we're going to start getting deep down and dirty into creating our YouTube ads. Now, there is a specific format of ad that works for YouTube, right? And you got to be using this type of template. If not, it's not going to work at all, right? I've seen million-dollar companies try and reinvent the wheel and make all these really nice, high-quality, high-production value ads, and they're just not really going to work, right? What I'm going to reveal to you inside this video is the exact formula, the exact template that I use every single time, and it works like a charm every single time, right? I'm going to break the ad down and show you exactly what to say when, and exactly how to structure the whole ad so it's going to work for you as well, right? I've spent millions of dollars on YouTube ads. I've made over $22 million in the past 4 years alone doing this. I know what I'm talking about. And inside this video, I'm going to give away the farm. In fact, in this whole 12-step video series, I'm giving away the farm with everything, how to create the right type of product to sell high ticket on YouTube ads, how to create the pages, how to structure your sales material, how to write your emails, how to make your opt-in pages, how to pixel everything, how to track everything, how to scale your ads, everything, right? And it's all completely free. If you want it, there's a link down below to the whole 12 video series. Anyway, let's get started. So I found that the best thing to record your video ads on is a GoPro. This is the exact one that I use. It's not the latest one. This is actually a Hero 9. In fact, the ads that I've shot, which I'll show you, this one right here is one of my best ads. It got over 23 million views, so you can imagine how much money I spent on this ad. This was filmed on like a GoPro Hero 6 or something, right? So yes, you can use your cell phone. The only problem is the quality isn't as good as a GoPro, and also the audio sucks if you're using your cell phone. So I definitely don't recommend using it. I've tried it, I've tested it. GoPro works the best, right? The other thing that you're going to need is a microphone, a wireless microphone, and a media mod. So this thing that is on my GoPro here, this is actually called a media mod. And what it allows you to do is plug in an external microphone, right? So what I use for this is a Rode Wireless Go 2, I think it's called, and a lavalier microphone, as you can see here, right? This thing, it just clips onto your t-shirt. It syncs up wirelessly into here, and the audio is flawless, and that's really important. Now, some of the other things that I use for creating YouTube ads, I actually use a professional camera like this one here, and a teleprompter, which basically clips onto the lens, and you read the script off the lens. That works just as well. In fact, not as well, because it doesn't look as natural, it doesn't look as engaging, and it doesn't allow you to actually move around. And the point of these YouTube ads is to keep them as engaging as possible. And you can do that by using your GoPro and actually moving around, walking around while you're talking. And that creates an engaging environment that keeps the watcher glued to your video and watching the whole thing as much as possible. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way, let's get into actually structuring the ad. And I'm going to base this off of this winning ad that I got, right? So we're just going to quickly watch it through section by section, and I will talk you through it, right? Okay, I need to switch on my speaker by the looks of things. But anyway, so the first 5 seconds is absolutely crucial, right? The reason is because what you're doing here is you're stating your promise, right? You're giving people a hook. Videos. Right, so in this one, my hook was, and remember, this all goes back to the messaging that you're going to be putting in your ads and your emails and in everything. My main hook message was with this, that my product was all about, is how to make money from YouTube without creating videos. So that was my main hook, and that sparks so much curiosity in people, like how can you do this, right? So anyway,
you can make money from YouTube without creating videos. That's right, you can use other people's videos to make money from YouTube.
Okay, so this is around 10 seconds in, but in that first 5 seconds, it's absolutely critical, because if you think about a YouTube ad, the skip button comes up after 5 seconds. Everybody is forced to watch the first 5 seconds. So you gotta do multiple things in that first 5 seconds. It's absolutely crucial. First of all, you've got to do what I like to call state. So this is the first 5 seconds. State your business. And what do I mean by this? Right? This ad is going to be going out to a generic, broad audience of people, everyday people. And this is why this type of YouTube ad and this type of offer and everything I'm talking to you about in this 12-step video series works so well with YouTube, because it works with a broad audience. Now, this broad audience of people, they may not know what affiliate marketing is, right? All they know is they want to make more money, right, to supplement their income so that they can afford better things, they can pay their bills, whatever, right? So they're not actively looking for a way to generate more money. Maybe yes, they are, maybe not. But the idea of generating more money in their life is interesting to them, right? So if you can state that in the first 5 seconds of your video, then what you're doing is you're attracting people that are interested in that, and you're pushing away people that are definitely not interested in that. And that's a good thing, right? Because as soon as they go past that skip button, and if they watch your video for longer than, I think it's 15 seconds, by default, YouTube is going to charge you for that. But if they hit that skip button or they exit as fast as possible, you're not going to get charged for that. And that's a good thing when it comes to your ad spend later on. You don't want to be charged. I mean, you don't want to have, and this is a mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to YouTube ads. They understand that they got this 5 second before the skip button. So they do just some generic type of pattern interrupt, like they're throwing a pizza in the air, or like there's a cat there, like pouring water on it or something, just to grab people's attentions. Yes, you're going to grab people's attentions, but you're going to grab the attention of the wrong type of people that are ultimately not going to be interested in what you are offering them later on. And you're just wasting money by trying to attract those people. So you want to get rid of those people as soon as you can. So that's why this first 5 second, the most important thing you do is, number one, you attract attention, but in a way that you are talking to the right kind of people. So you're stating your business. You're getting rid of the people that you don't want, and you're only potentially paying for the people that are actually going to be interested in the stuff that you're ultimately going to be selling to them. So you really want to get that done in that first 5 seconds, okay? So back to this ad. I've stated my business. People know that this is about making money. They know it's about making money on YouTube, but they're also curious because I've said that you can make money on YouTube without making videos, right? So they're going to be like, well, how does this work, right? So I've said, yes, you can use other people's videos to make money from YouTube. So now we're getting into the next section here, which is called the backup or the nutshell, right? So you've just made a big claim in this first 5 to 10 seconds, right? We need to back up this claim with some proof and back it up in kind of a nutshell type of way. So what I do here is I basically show them how it works, right?
Explain. You see, these product and app companies will create what's called a product demo video that they are legally allowing people like you and me to use as we see fit, as they help them to establish and further build their brand. So all we need to do is take these product demo videos and upload them to YouTube. And when we do, we get paid.
Okay, so that is like backing up my bold claim that I said in the first 5 seconds. How you can make money without creating videos, right? It's a great hook. And then I show them how they can make money without creating videos. Just a very quick, like 20-second overview of how it is possible, right? So if you have an offer in the fitness niche or something like that, you need to you have your big hook. People know that it's going to be about losing weight. People know it's going to be about building muscle, whatever it is. in the first 5 seconds. They're either going to be interested or they're not. If they're not, they're going to bounce. If they are interested, they're going to stick with it. Then you need to back up that claim with this nutshell description of how it works in realistically. You know, show them how to do that. Show them some quick results like I'm doing here. I upload them to YouTube and I get paid, right? That is this section here, which is about 20 seconds, right? This next section, what you're going to say is something along the lines of, because this is only a very short YouTube ad, I don't have time to go into detail and explain everything. So what I've done is I've created a free training video or a workshop or something that is going to give them more information about what they've just seen, right? So in this example, it was a free training webinar, right? It was a webinar that I created, right? So this, well, you just watch it here.
Now, I don't have time to explain all the details inside of this short YouTube ad. So what I've done is I've created a free web class that you can go and attend right now today, where I'll show you where you can find these product demo videos, the step-by-step instructions to uploading and monetizing these videos, and how each one of these videos can generate passive recurring income for months, if not years to come, and also how Philip here from Denmark has used this system to make over $11,000. So if you...
Yeah, so what I've done in this section here is I've basically said, look, I don't have time to explain everything inside of this short YouTube ad. If you're interested, then I've made a free training video or free training workshop, whatever you are doing on your webinar or VSL, however you want to say it. And then you go into state of 3 benefits of them watching your webinar or your workshop. So for me, it was where to find these product demo videos, how to upload and monetize, and then there was another benefit in there. And then you introduce one good testimonial, right? Which is what I did just there as well. Next, okay, we move on to showing people what they're going to expect. So you're going to say something along the lines of, if you click on this video, either up here, or just down below this video, somewhere on this video, it's going to take you through to a page that looks like this, right? And you actually show the page on the screen, which is going to be your opt-in page. And you're going to say, you can enter in your name and your email address, and then you'll be able to go and watch the webinar, the workshop, whatever it is. But you actually show that page so people know exactly what to expect when they click on the ad. And it actually kind of future paces people into doing that and taking action and clicking on the ad. And they're not going to get freaked out because they know what to expect. They know they're going to go through to a page. So I'll just show you that section here.
Simply click in the top right-hand side of this ad if you're on a mobile, the bottom left-hand side of this ad if you're on a desktop. It will take you through to a page that looks like this, where you can go ahead and register and watch this web class right now, today. Now, this is a...
Okay, so that's what I did right there. I'm a little bit chubbier, as you can see in this video from a few years ago. But yeah, that's what I did. I showed them what to expect. And then we get in, so that's the first CTA, the first call to action, right? That is this section here, right? Now, in this section here, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some more benefits of them watching this free web class. We're going to tell them what they can expect. And we're also going to introduce some scarcity, right? Remember, scarcity is probably marketing's biggest weapon, and we can use it inside of our ads as well. We can say something along the lines of, this free training is not going to be available for very long. I could be taking it down at any time. So this might be the last time you ever see this ad, or you will ever have the opportunity to watch this free training web class. And that would be a shame because you're going to miss out on X, Y, and Z, right? That's going to go into this section right here, as we can see as I move forward.
For 2021, and there's hardly any other people doing this right now, which is why I don't know when I'm going to be taking this web class down. So I strongly urge you.
Yeah, you have these things come up as well.
Sooner rather than later, because this may be your last chance. So on this call, I'm also going to show you how people like Dave Kammer here make...
Okay, and now we're going to get into the next section of this, which is testimonials. Okay, now when you are talking about these testimonials, you want to make it as if you actually know that person personally. And you may do that. And I did know a lot of these guys that made these testimonials for me. So you want to say their name, you want to say where they come from, and you want to say what results they got, or you want to tell like a little bit of a story behind that person, so it humanizes them, right? And it shows that you have a good customer relationship with that person as well. So we're going to reel off maybe 4 to 5 testimonials in this section right here and show them on the screen.
Just yesterday, people like Ashley, who's doing his lockdown, not in the UK, but in Mexico, have made over $1,000 in a single day while he's been chilling out on the beach. I'll also show you people like Tim Vadu here, who've used this system to make over $40,000. And I'll also show you people like Mo Souley here, who's from London, who's used this system to make over $17,000. And people like James Fawcett here, who's originally from Australia, but he now lives in the US, who've used this system and blown it up to $445,000. Now, all of these people never had...
Okay, so that's the testimonial section right there. And then this last bit is the why, right? The why, and also humanizing the person watching the ad and comparing them to the people that you got testimonials from. So I think I just said, like, all of these people are regular people, maybe just like yourself. All of these people had full-time 9-to-5 jobs. They've since quit because they're now doing this. So that kind of, okay, yeah, I want to be one of these people as well. And the thing that all these people had in common is that they all watched this exact training that you may be going on to watch right now. And that's why they've got these results. So go and watch the training. That's the final call to action, as you can see playing out in this ad right here.
This experience, okay, they all had full-time jobs. They don't anymore because they quit because they're doing this. But when they started, they could only allocate around 45 minutes a day to doing this. So it's not very time-consuming.
Okay,
now,
objection smashing.
What these people did have in common is that they all watched this free web class and they've learned how to make money from YouTube without making their own videos. They've all gone on to do the exact same thing that you're looking to do right now. So find out how they did it. Click on this ad and hopefully I'll see you inside.
Okay, so that is basically it. It's only like a 2.5, 3 minute ad. The last probably 10 seconds of this ad is just going to be a blank screen with a call to action button saying watch the free training and then arrows pointing down below. Now, what YouTube used to do is they used to have it a different clicking area for mobile or desktop, and that's why I've got these icons and call to actions on here like this. They don't do it like this anymore. It's always going to be down underneath the video. It's going to show up just down here, like in the side. So you can just point people to kind of the bottom left of the screen. But remember, if you're doing this on camera, you need to point with your finger going to the bottom right, and that is actually going to point to the bottom left of the screen. I know that's confusing, but you'll see this when you actually go ahead and do it. And that is basically the anatomy of a winning YouTube ad. Okay, that is the framework right there that I just talked you through. If you can make your messaging, so think about this formula that I just given to you. Think about how you can tailor-make the messaging for your offer to fit this particular formula right here. And I guarantee you it's going to work, and it's going to work really, really well. Okay? So the next thing that you need to do, I don't recommend, I know it when I showed you this example just now, I had like icons and things popping up and stuff like that. You don't need to do that right away. Okay? What you do need to do right away is make 5 versions of that one video ad. And you're just going to tweak the first 5 seconds or the first 10 seconds where you're messaging, your state your business bit is. You're going to have 5 different variations of that. So you're going to record the video 5 times, and you're going to have 5 different variations of that first 5 to 10 second messaging, right? You're going to do that, and then you are going to refilm those exact 5 ads, but with a more professional camera, maybe with a teleprompter, and it's just going to be talking to the camera, right? And it's going to be a more professional environment. You're not going to be walking around. The background's not really going to change. I guarantee those ads are probably not going to work as well as the ones that you film on your GoPro when you are walking around, but it's a good idea just to test them anyway. So now you've got 5 GoPro ads where you're walking around. You've got 5 professional ads where you're walking around. You're changing the messaging on each of those 5 ads, right? And then you're going to split test those ads against each other. And I'll show you how to set this up. I'll show you how to set this up in the next video, I believe. Yeah, okay. I'll show you how to set this up in the next video. But for now, you just need to film 5 different ads, low quality. I call this low quality, right? And then 5 different ads, high quality, with a nice camera, with a nice background, a static background, and all that kind of stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set all of those ads up in one campaign in AdWords, and we'll do this in the next video. And you're going to set all of those ads up, and then we're going to start looking at the data, specifically the cost per lead, the view time, the views, the engagement, all of that kind of stuff. We're going to go anally into all of the data, and we're going to see which of those ads is the best performing one. Now, it's usually going to be because of the messaging in the first 10 seconds, right? But then you're going to have 2 ads, the professionally shot one and the GoPro shot one, that have the same messaging. You're going to stack those against each other and see which one comes out best. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the winning ad, either the low quality one on the GoPro or the high quality one, and then you're going to start adding emojis and stuff into that, okay? And the next step after that is to go and reshoot the ad, the exact same messaging of that winning ad. You're going to go and shoot it in different environments, right? So it could be shooting in your car when you're driving. It could be shooting it, I was going to say in a school, but that's probably illegal, but somewhere in a public place, maybe somewhere like in the forest, and you're going to say the exact same messaging. So by the end of it, that whole ad script, you're going to know it off by heart. It's going to be in your head, and you can go and shoot it in different locations. And then you're going to add those new videos that you just shot into that campaign, and you're going to test it against the original winning ads. But what you always want to do with YouTube ads is you always want to try and beat your control. Try and beat your winning ad. Right, so you take your winning ad, do the exact same message, change the environment, add some emojis in there, add some sound effects. Try to get lower cost per leads every time by always redoing the ads and stacking them and competing them against your control or your winning ad. That is the way that you're going to optimize to get the ultimate best winning YouTube ad that you can possibly make. And that is the way that you're going to make the most amount of money with YouTube ads. Because remember, the better your ad is, the lower your cost per lead. The more leads that you can get for a set budget, say $1,000, if you can get leads for $1, then you can run 1,000 leads in a day to your offer. If your ads are shit and you're paying $10 a lead, you're only going to get 100 leads for that same $1,000. And when it comes to them watching your webinar, your sales material, you're probably going to convert at maybe 1 or 2% if you're good. So from 1,000 leads, you might make 10 sales. From $1,000, you make 10 sales. Your sell price is $997. You just made 10 grand from $1,000 ad spend. Whereas if your ads are shit and you're getting $10 per lead, you're only going to get 1 sale for that same $1,000 ad spend. You're only going to make 1 sale, so you're going to break even, right? So that's what it all comes down to. It all comes down to optimizing your ads, optimizing the headlines and stuff on your opt-in page, optimizing your webinar, your VSL. Look for where people are dropping off and continually be optimizing around that so that you can make as much money from the same amount of budget. And yes, it takes a lot of work, but that's what we do as entrepreneurs, right? We try to make the most money as we can. And once you have it as a well-oiled machine and ticking over, you can scale that baby to the moon. You can be spending $10,000 a day, making $100,000 back. That's how powerful it is, okay? But a lot of people make the misconception that they can just spend like $20 a day on YouTube ads with some shitty ads, with some bad VSL, with a crap product, and they lose money and they say, oh, YouTube ads doesn't work. Well, that's because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to optimize. They don't understand that you've got to spend a lot of money just on gathering data so that you can see where there are flaws in your material that you can fix and optimize so that you can then get the best version of your well-oiled machine as possible that you can then just take to the moon and then go and make millions of dollars. That's how YouTube ads work, right? So that's it for this video. Remember, if you want the whole 12 video series, there's a link down below in the description. You can get it. It's completely free. There's no obligation to buy anything. In the next video, we're going to start setting up our campaigns inside of AdWords. So I'll see you then.